You guys can get down. We're gonna all do this together. All right, so we're gonna go through a couple dynamic stretches. I'm gonna come over here, Chris will be over there. For our warm up today, just kind of moving while we stretch. So everybody's done the calf stretch, but we're gonna go ahead and change it up. And so we're gonna try to hit this angle, right? So we get our ankle and our calf, right? But we're gonna get both feet at the same time. So we're gonna come down here on our knees, and then we'll come down to our hands. So we're gonna try to stretch a couple things all at the same time. So the first thing that we're gonna stretch is we're gonna stretch our feet, right? Stretch our feet. So we're gonna try to drive the balls of our feet down into the ground, opening up that stretch for the toes, and then I'm gonna roll back, right? Roll back as far as I can and actually stretch that calf out in this back position. And then I'm gonna keep stretching my feet, and I'm gonna also stretch my forearms at the same time. Right? And then come back here, stretch the feet, stretch the forearms, stretch the feet, forearms. That should open up the feet, open up the ankle a little bit, and that dorsiflexion, and then open up the wrist, forearm a little bit. Okay, now I'm gonna bring my hands inside and stretch out my hands, and I'm just gonna come side to side. Stretching out the other side of my forearm. And you wanna add a little stretch to this. We'll go knees out. And I'm gonna try to push my hips forward, right, opening up my hips. And just come side to side. Notice I'm breathing. For me, I breathe audibly through it all. That forces oxygen into the system. Really, really good. Okay, so now I'm gonna stretch my shoulder a little bit. My scapula, I'm just going to try to open up my range of motion to my scapula, my thoracic spine, my hamstrings, my glute, my calf, all the way down into, again, more dorsiflexion into the ankle. And you're going to probably notice for me, I'm super tight. Well, I don't know, maybe Kirsten and Michelle are nice and loosened up in this area. Or maybe not. So 4 points of my fingers down, spreading my fingers out into the ground. Wrist, elbow, shoulder stacked, one on top of the other. And I'm gonna start in this crawl position, and I'm gonna pop up, feet about hip width apart, pop up, try to drive my heels down, and my chest is gonna drive down towards the ground. Come back down. For me, that lights up my whole posterior. It's super tight, and it's a little bit sore from a couple of the exercises that I've been doing the last couple of days. So from there, we're gonna open up a little thoracic, SI joint, thoracic spine, shoulder, again, more shoulder mobility and some hip mobility, all at the same time. In the same position, only this time, I'm gonna bring my foot up to the right side, so my right foot to the right side of my hand, right next to it. I can already feel a stretch in here, stretching my hip, and then I'm gonna reach up to the sky. Come back, reach up to the sky. Come back, reach up to the sky. apparently really tight from the kettlebell work I've been doing. We'll do about 10 on each side. Each thing is about 10, approximately 10 or 10 on each side, just depending. And once they're done with that, we're going to do a little bit more rotational warm-up. I've had a couple people, they're saying they're pulling ribs. A lot of that has to do with either a lack of a warm-up, or B, they're going too far too fast. Now, I don't want to blame them. That's our responsibility just as much as it is theirs. But if we're not getting any sort of feedback from the work and how it feels and where they feel it and what's going on, we can only see so much as trainers to help guide the best progression, regression for that person. And you're going to be better erring on the side of going easier to a regression to build up those soft tissues and to build up that mobility and stability first, because with proper mobility and stability, that's where more strength, more power is going to be found. So the last little bit, we're just going to kind of relax the arms, open up our thoracic mobility and our cervical spine mobility. The way we'll do that is I'm going to keep my eyes and chin forward. And as I do this, I'm going to try to speed it up a little bit. It's going to help open up the shoulders, loosen up the hands, the forearms, thoracic spine, hips. A little faster, a little faster. Okay, and now I'm going to bend down, right? So I've got a little bit different angle with the hips, and I'm going to rotate both hands through. I'm actually hitting posterior leg as I come up here, and posterior leg on the other side as I come up here. And a good rotation. Try to speed it up. Good stretch, loosen up, nice and tall with the spine. Hug, open up, hug, open up. And this is going to help open up this movement right here. A lot of us will be rounded out and we don't have the mobility coming back. So when we lift and push, we're rounded out here, immediately lighting up the trap, and then people are like, oh, either my traps are sore, which is what is usually the case, even if they're saying, oh, my shoulder is sore, or I got like a frozen shoulder or something like that. Much of the time it's this rounded posture that we all get in because of the couch and the computer and the car and the cell phone, right? We get in this rounded position all day, and then we come in here and we try to move, and we're stuck in this position, trying to move in this position, and anatomically and biomechanically that just doesn't work, right? We need to be tall spine, wide shoulders, so we're constantly, as trainers, trying to get that that position, so we're taller, wider, and then therefore anatomically, biomechanically, we're going to be way more proficient, right? So that is our stretch, and then we're going to go into a little Simon Says.